Welcome to Frugal with John. Today we're going to be tackling pressure washers. There's a story behind each one. This one, I just acquired. Typical, somebody left it outside. At least they took the hose off it. The hose was burnt on the exhaust. There was a hole in it, so it needed a new hose. It was under a deck in the summer and winter. Engine was seized up on it. What else was wrong with it? The carburetor was full of gel, dirt, rust. So that had to be cleaned up. Some new parts went in it. So basically a carburetor rebuild. What else I do? I did put a new hose on it. After I told him what it all needed, he says, that's too expensive to repair because there was a lot of work. Even the handle had a bunch of mud in it. So anyway, I got everything working. Anyway, so it's now mine. There's one thing I hate doing on pressure washers. And the reason why I would say the old hose broke. I'll show you where it broke. We got cold water running through them. They're really hard to roll up. Anyway, he hit the exhaust here and further down here. So it leaked like a sieve. So it was absolutely useless. I'm saving it because I'm going to be also making a video of how to winterize a pressure washer. And so stuff like this doesn't happen anymore. So the hardest thing with a pressure washer, I always find, is you got this hose, you got to lay it in the ground, it's all laying out, and you're trying to wrap it up. Let's get these out of the way. As you're trying to wrap up these hoses, the biggest problem is you're trying to wrap this up over here. And like I say, the exhaust is right there. That's what he hit last time. And it's all going down by the tire. And then you got to come over. I'm sure everybody does it. You got to turn this here a few times to get it unraveled, and then you go back and forth. So what I want to do with this, considering it's got a new hose, I want to put quick disconnects on there. So I went to Amazon and seen what they had. And I bought a kit of disconnects for pressure washers, like this here. I'll put a link in the description to show you which one it is. And I also bought separately this piece. And I'll show you what that's for. It doesn't come with this quick connect on it, but I screwed it on already. And then I said, let's make a video. So now, that screws in here. So now the handle can easily be taken off and the cord be rolled up. Now let's get the other one done. And separately, off the kit, I also bought this. What this one does on the inside, it goes on and then puts a 3/8 end on it, so then I can start screwing in the coupler. So it goes in there. So I'll just lube up where the O-ring slide. And then this one has a double O-ring. That one gets shoved in there. You just tighten that down. Okay, so that's 7/8. And just give it just snug, don't overdo it. Okay, that's on there. Let me grab my table. So in this kit, I like to say, I couldn't find a kit that had everything, so I had to buy it individually. So I've got ends like this, two like that. These are all 3/8. Two like this, but one I used already on the handle. Then you get quick disconnects with threads on the inside. Oh, threads on the inside and then threads on the outside. Okay, and then you got some Teflon tape, which it looks like it got crushed pretty good. I'm going to use the paste instead. It doesn't really matter which one. I'm going to just stir it up and then get it on there. And I'm just going to put a little bit on here because this is stainless steel and it tends to go. Like especially if it goes stainless steel to stainless steel. And then once you put it on, you can't get it back off again. But it's not going stainless steel, so we should be okay. Makes it easier if you take it out of here. 15/16. I don't want to go too tight. That should be tight enough. That should never have to come off again. So if that's all I was going to do to make it easier to wrap the cord up, I could stop here and I just stretch this out. And now when it's stretched out, as you pulling it in, you just twist it and it twists nice and easy. I also want the ability to switch from the long gun to the short one. So, and to keep the other pressure washer working, I figured if I'm going to put on this one here, I'll be putting one of these in. I may as well put one of these on here. So the stainless steel going to the other stainless steel is real. That's why I'm putting the Teflon on both sides. So now, all the same ones that I can use on this one, I can use on this pressure washer. What we're going to do for that one, so it has the handle with it all the time, so I'm going to put this end that screws in here and leave that with that all the time. I'm just putting this on by hand because that stuff gets messy, it gets everywhere. Okay, so that one will go in here. Just tighten this one down. So now, anytime I want to switch, it's as easy as that. I can also try to put a disconnect right here, but this is basically touching right here. And if I put disconnect, it's going to be out here, and I think this is going to be right there, and it won't fit. There's no way. Unless I modify the stand. So I can leave that one hooked up. It shouldn't be a big issue. Certain pressure washers, you can have the hose completely disconnect on both sides. But this one here, I think I'm going to hit right here, so it's going to be no good. So we're not going to bother going with that way. Okay, it looks like we got some rain coming. I hear thunder in the background, and it's hot. It's, I don't know, 30 degrees. I'll put that over here somewhere. They say with humidity, it's minus 40. Or minus 40. No, plus 40. Anyway, okay, so let's get this started, and I'll show you the reason why. Oh, another reason, which these quick connects are good, hopefully they work well, is now you can swivel the gun and it doesn't twist up all the cord, which is good. So I got the water on right now. This one here is just a 0 degrees. Okay, so let's start this and see what we get. And the rain's starting. Okay, camera's out of the, got to cover over the camera, but. Let the rain stop and I'll go bring that in. And hopefully we can finish this video. The thread sealant I used, which was this stuff here, and no Teflon tape. There was a leak in pretty much every one of them. So I took it all apart, cleaned it all up. And I also used Teflon tape, but I used one I already had because the one they came, it had that plastic thing. I couldn't unreel it. It's just useless. So I used my Teflon tape. So we're going to try this again. And I'd like to say I got rained out yesterday anyway. So now we got Teflon tape and we have Teflon liquid. So we'll see if that fixes the issue. On. We'll try choke. Fuel's on. Yeah, never leave your pressure washer stay idle more than 1 minute. Or not idle, but running with the pressure, but no water going through because it will overheat the pump in the back. Okay, so we'll turn the water off, we'll switch ends and see how the next one. There's no water leaking on that one. So release the pressure. And okay, I'll set that one up here. Okay, we'll put the water back on. All right, we'll try the next one. I'm going to try changing it with the hose still turned on. I'm going to see how much splash I get. So here's the one I'm going to be putting on. And I'll pull the trigger. Okay, it can be done with the hose still on. You can tell the handle on this, you got to really push it. It doesn't like this much pressure, I guess. It was originally off the other one, which was lower pressure than this one. Okay, get these off the ground. Let me try this one. Okay, let me go turn this off. Okay, the hose is turned off. And what I like about the quick disconnect, it's on a swivel. And it is off, so it's going to bleed itself down. So now with it off, just stretch it out. And it makes it easy. That's the main reason why I want to do it right there. And this one goes with this. Okay, that's my installation of a quick disconnect and why I want it to have it. I like using this when I'm doing snow blowers, lawnmowers, and what have you. And when I do my own vehicle, I want to use this. There's no chance of accidentally stopping and hitting your car. It's nice and close to you, and it works great. And this particular pressure washer, I like the idea that it has a throttle. I can lower it down, less pressure. Anyway, so I'll leave all the links that stuff I used down in the description, and some may be on the first comment. Anyway, if you liked the video, appreciate a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell. Thanks for watching my channel. Bye for now.